true.
You know, we may have only like 5 years, but I feel so fucking professional with our setup and our intro
Yeah.
and our jerseys. I feel stoked.
You
I'm
should
so
feel
stoked to be here.
I was asking right before we came on air, and hey guys, what's up? That this setup, he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just threw it together. I don't know what I'm doing." And I'm like, "You do know what you're doing because you did put it together."
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. So like yet again, you see what's on screen, but on the flip side of things, I mean, there's quite a setup for the camera, the lighting, etc. And you did do that.
I know, it's cool. I'm stoked. It's fun. This is cool. Like, I hope we can continue to do this, and I hope we can do this at like future events. We had Bob and Joe on last night.
Yes.
That was a great talk.
Yes, it was.
I feel like I could have been. I got some feedback, and I feel like I could have pressed a little harder on some of the issues. And so we'll see how event 3 goes down, and then I want to get him back on, and I want to talk about that pistol more.
Do you want to talk more about the feedback that you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of, like I said, like, why the fuck are there pistols, right? And then I just didn't I didn't really lean into it. Like, we finished it. I was like, I feel like they're so receptive that I could have been like, I think it's a really bad idea, guys, and I just don't think it's the right call. Like, they're like, the pistol in and of itself as a movement in our sport is, it's so high risk and low reward. And I never especially as a PT and someone that's so movement, like pro movement in all capacity, like usually regardless of technique, is a like a net win for like everybody on the planet, right? But for our sport and racing and the goal of it, like, there just could have been something else. Like, no one does it well, and I know that's not a great reason to not program it, but literally when no one does it, like, it's like 95% of people aren't going to do it to a point where it doesn't look egregious, and it's weighted. And so it's
Well, when you say risk, what are you specifically referring to? Because I know whenever we did the show, kind of unpacking all of it the other day, you talked about ankle mobility being a big factor. And like you said, being able to do it well, but being able to like look good doing it and risk are not necessarily always the same thing, right? So like when you say risk, what do you mean?
I mean, like, it's a single leg pattern with almost an impossible way to do it well, right?
Okay.
Like, it's like, here's a great example. It's like the Turkish get-up. The Turkish get-up is a great training modality, right? Should have fucking said this last night. Oh, it was close. So the Turkish get-up is a great training modality, right? But you would never put it in competition. Why? Because trying to do it with a lot of speed creates unnecessary risk. I think the single leg squat, or the pistol, or like a shrimp squat or a skater squat, I think they all have a good training stimulus, but not a great racing stimulus, because they're just going to get super sloppy. And so you always have to consider, right, they're not going to have 100 deadlifts in a workout here because it's masters, right? Why? Because it's risky. Not because it's not great training and great racing, because it's risky. It's just risky. There's not a lot of reward. It makes people go slow, right? It makes everyone looks egregious doing it. Like, if it was just like 50-50, I would agree more, but it's not. Even the 35 to 39s are going to be in their toes. They're going to wear lifters. They're going to pack their lifter with a VersaLift. Or what I used to do was I'd wear a lifter and then I'd pack my lifter with a wrist wrap, so my heel would be even higher elevated, so I could have a chance to keep my heel on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone does, right? Is it probably against the rules? I don't know. Probably, right? There's probably someone that says you shouldn't do that. And so, but that's what they're going to do, right? So I don't like it. I get it. I think they are the fittest in the world and they should be challenged. I agree. We could find another way to challenge them in this specific aspect. Yeah. Right. And so, to come back to the question, I should have laid into it more, like, and just like I like held my position more, and I didn't want to scare him away.
I thought you did. I mean, I thought you did well, but of course we know that that's way more your wheelhouse
right,
than it is mine. And I'm thinking too about that when you talk about like the efficiency of the movement and putting it in a competitive setting. Of course, having them do it quickly, whatever, and then you lose the ability to do it well for most people, if
Right.
it's even accessible to begin with, and like something, compare it to a different movement where, I don't know, say a snatch or whatever, where the more proficient you are at the movement, the more you're just going to move faster with it. It's
Right.
just going to conserve energy versus something, I guess, like a pistol, where like even if you like being technically sound with it is not necessarily the fastest route to achieve it, right?
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it just like the whole goal is to like do a movement, take that movement and do it fast, right? And so to move large load over longer distance, that's how we create power, right? And that's how you build capacity. Well, the pistol, it's sort of like requiring everyone to like jump down and jump up for the burpee, right? Like that weird portion of the standard, when they went through that little phase right there, slowed so many people down like arbitrarily for nothing, right? Like, oh, it's standard, but it doesn't though. Like, let them get down and up however they want. When you start to create those perimeters, and the pistol's sort of the same thing, but there's just a risk of injury that's included in it because it's single leg. There's balance components, there's range of motion components, right? And everyone squats so much anyways. And I just don't like it. Don't worry, we'll have that. We'll get them back on tomorrow and we'll have that conversation. So anyways,
tomorrow, maybe today. I don't know.
Today. Oh yeah, maybe today. Well, no, the event's not today.
No, not for that one. I'm sorry. You're referencing looping back to that specific thing.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll try and get them on tonight. I mean, I think that'd be great to do a debrief every day.
Yeah.
Maybe if we'll sleep ever or work or do the other shit that we're supposed to do. Okay.
Tell me about it. How did this morning go?
It's day one. So we're here, day one. We're in Columbus, guys. It is fucking awesome. This venue is huge. This is so cool. Our setup is so much cooler than I thought it was going to be.
It is.
It's good. Internet's working so far. Fingers crossed. And we're here. We've got a rig out front. We're selling stuff. If you guys are in town, we're running spectator workouts all day. Okay. Come on through, etc. So,
even just the venue itself, yesterday, whenever I came in, I just came straight into here to get with you guys. And so, mind you, obviously the space that we're in, which has the competition floors on it and so on, is a massive space. Like they said, literally the Arnold is held here. But this morning coming in, I got to see more of the whole convention center coming through, and even the cafes and all of that. I mean, the landscaping, the cafes, the
cafe,
whatever, the place where you get the coffee,
the cafe.
But then this, like the areas to just sit around and hang out throughout the convention center, not just in this room itself. I mean, it's a really nice space.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, so let's talk about this morning. This morning was the offsite 7K run.
Yep.
It was amazing. It was ran smooth.
Okay. Everyone
was on time. And the course, guys, was exactly 4.4 miles, which is exactly 7K. My athlete crossed the line and hit the button, and it said 4.41. And I was like, well, you were like behind. You were a little bit. It was exactly 7K. So, CrossFit, just hire a local run club to run your distance run moving forward. It was amazing. Chip timers were on point. Everything looked great. The track was well laid out. Volunteers were on point. They ran on time. It was good. Weather was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was like overcast, cloudy, like high 60s, low 70s. Not humid. Man, you couldn't have asked for a better run.
Yep.
It was great. It really was.
Yep.
I haven't looked at any scores or times.
I have.
And so I definitely think we should. There are some really fast fucking people. All right, let's share it. We can share our screen. Sorry, guys. We've never done the share the screen and the...
Oh, on the same screen. This is my experience at home right now. You're living it.
Well, no. Like us both looking at the screen and not looking at each other through the screen.
Yep.
Kind of strange, right? All right, so we'll start with 35s. There's just some fast people.
Yep.
27 minutes. I assume that's the fastest time.
Yeah, I think that was like a 6:18 average mile.
Yeah. So 27. Let's see some females. Fastest female was 30. Carolyn Klutz. She's so
just
fit.
under 7 per mile.
All right. So we have Com Porter in 6th. Chase Smith in 5th.
Same dancer in 9th.
Same dancer in 9th. Sub 30. Who else? Scott Panchik, 17th. 20th. Oh, this is a cut line, in case you guys didn't know. So on Saturday night they cut. Cool. Let's see. So we have Carolyn Klutz, Leto. If you guys don't know, Leto is like a regular in all of the chats online. So congrats to her. This is a great event for her. She's actually going to have a really, really good game. Carolyn Prevost with a 6th place after all of that fucking complaining. I talked to her this morning. She goes, I don't know. It's my damage control. And so I asked her, I was like, hey, do you feel more pressure or less pressure here?
With a damage control workout?
No, just at the event. She was like, I have no pressure at the CrossFit Games, right? Because she feels like she's kind of bottom of the barrel or whatever. But here she's like, I have a lot of pressure. She's like, I don't like the workouts. I don't think they're good workouts. And I'm expected to perform well. And so, I mean, a 6th place for her in a run is a fantastic start, right? 32, 34 is like a 7-minute pace. I mean, that's like right at a 7-minute, just over a 7-minute mile.
Over, yeah.
I mean, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid for 4.5 miles.
I'd say so.
So let's see. Anyone else? Daniel Lopez from CrossFit Seoul. It's one of my first coaches, ironically. Like one of the first people that ever coached me in CrossFit.
Oh, really?
Yep. She was a regional athlete, and they were on Team Seoul when they went to the games back in the 16-17 era. And thank you, Mark. 7:30 average. And so, yeah, it was great seeing her, catching up. And she's super excited for the weekend. I don't really know anyone. Do you know anyone in the other divisions? Obviously, we're not here to follow the divisions or anything like that. But
yeah, off the top of my head for the men, no, I know I went through and some women, yes, but
I don't know any men.
Graham Holmberg would be a recognizable name.
Oh, wow. That's right. That's so crazy. All right, good. Making sure it's still on screen. 30 minutes, still super fast.
Yep.
Kyle Ruth.
And he's in the 40 to 44 division.
Right. It's interesting. One thing, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but in the Masters, in a lot of these age groups, it's almost primarily foreign athletes.
Yes.
Like a lot of foreign male and female competitors in a lot of the age groups. Almost all the teams are foreign. Like I feel like so many of them are from Europe or South America. Really? Yeah. And it's just an interesting thing. I don't know why it would be.
Versus whereas at the games you see a lot
individuals are more in North America, over 50% of the field, well over 50% of the field. It's such a small bit, but it's for sure over 50% are European. So 40 female. Just Snap goes to Coda Ironview, who we write our training program with, and so she's currently coached by Taylor Self. So she had a great morning. She's a good friend. Jamie Latimer. 4th. Again, everyone's complaining about a single modality, and they still did well. All right.
Kristen Rosenau, she's from Coda CrossFit, which is, of course, where I spent a lot of years. She's in the...
Oh, in Oklahoma?
She finished 9th there.
Nice.
Yes, in Oklahoma City.
Cool.
The women's, we're in the 40 to 44 division. 40 to
44. And then, a daughter. I didn't know there was any Masters daughters here. Good for her. All right. Men, 45, 49. I don't know. Jason Grubb, 5th. Sitting right next to the... What is this booth? What's their booth? Boulder. Yeah. Bunch of people are sitting in boots and tubs. I should have a tub. Ben, we need a tub.
There are quite a few tubs here, cold tubs. They have like a few different, multiple booths have a handful of them.
Cool.
Lots of options. It's also very cold in here. So
there's 75 people watching. How about that? That's crazy.
Let's go.
It's the professional setup. It's the setup. You guys like it. I love it. I got to figure out how to get it home.
Live streaming from the venue, which.
Right. Yeah. All right.
So.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
No, you're fine.
Well, just overall, I'm just curious what your experience over there. I mean, you said that it went really well, smooth. Like, how did your athletes? I will say yesterday, so I had the opportunity to interview each one of the athletes that work with WODprep yesterday that are competing this weekend.
Yep.
And, never did I ask them specifically about their running, but I asked them a handful of different questions, and it continuously came up with each one of them about how much running they do working with y'all. And for the most part, it was, I don't like it, but I do it. And given that there's a 7K run here, there's a tremendous amount of gratitude for working that, even though it's not something that they love to do. And so that's cool because that speaks
almost like we knew it was going to come.
It's almost like you anticipated.
We made a good coach. We made a good coaching decision, right?
Well, yeah, and you value. So last year, of course, the CrossFit Games was so well known for being really biased towards running, or there was a lot more running than in previous ones. And so, but prior to that, did you still place the same or a similar amount of value on running prior to 2024 as a programmer?
Yeah. So the CrossFit's broken up into sections of the season, right? And so it allows you to focus on different things in different parts of the season.
Sure.
Okay. So everyone says you should do everything all the time. And I'm like, well, it's really hard. There's a lot of shit we have to do all the time.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot of things. And so,
well, and as you get older, doing less volume
right,
being
exactly.
more advantageous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So usually the way that we do it is if my athletes are going to, if I know they're going to make it to the CrossFit Games, which I knew Jen and Rose would, I had very, very little doubt that they would not qualify. But because there's only 30 spots, we still got to make it. Rose was pretty much a guarantee. She's 55 to 59. Jen could always come up an event like high volume muscle ups or like a high grip compounding workout that could really hurt her, or she could be hurt. And so, and then Jen struggles with like some Achilles stuff, so we can't really run all year. But for the most part, I try to convince them to run throughout the year. But it's hard because of volume and things like that. And with Rose, it's hard to get her to do that kind of stuff off season, right? But we know there's going to be a longer run at the games, always, no matter what, in some capacity. Or there'll be a high priority in locomotion moving from A to B, right? In some general capacity, right? Even more so, Brandon will answer that question here in a minute. Even more so of athletes, like because of the complaints and the shortness of 24, overcorrection is a huge fucking thing. And that's always going to be the case.
Yeah.
Because the feedback last year was crazy about being a 12-minute workout being the longest workout.
Yeah.
So I knew it was going to be long, right? It's the easiest thing to do. We knew it was going to be in Columbus. Okay. There's not a lot of great running, so I anticipated an air runner. So I had them do a lot of air running in general.
Okay.
But we did a lot of flat ground running. It was announced a while ago, and we had been running, both of them. Neither of them are very strong runners. But they both finished in the top half of their age group. And this time last year, both in the deadlift workout last year were like bottom half, right? And they're both extremely strong. So it wasn't the deadlift, it was the run. And so they both PR'd their 5K recently, and they for sure PR'd theirs. They don't know if they have a 7K. But the pace they held for their 7K is faster than the pace they held for their 5K a year ago.
Yep.
Right? So both of them did great.
That's
and
progress.
it's just part of it's just, like, it's not to say that like, oh, I just know, like you just break the chunks. Like you don't have to be run ready in the open, right? You don't have to be run ready in semifinals. It's just not the design of the sport at this point, right? So if you can not bias something for a little while, then we can over bias something else, right? Running takes up a lot of time. Okay.
I'm curious if, yes, absolutely. In order to get better at it, if it's someone who's not training with the intention of competing at this event, and you're still programming, you're still their coach, are you still, what priority level are you placing on running throughout their calendar year in general? Anyway, just as like yet again, I'm just training for fitness. Maybe my plan or whatever isn't to get there, but.
Yeah. So it still ends up being the same time because I like to run in the off season. For the people that went to the games, they don't really do a lot of running in their off season because they ran so much to prep for the game. So the time frame from like where I really dose a lot of running volume for most of my people ends up being around the same time, June to like September.
Okay.
Right. And then we still run, right? But like we'll, like if I'm going to put anyone in a running phase, it's going to be right in the off season, unless you went to the games, and then I'm not going to put you in a running phase, right? You're going to go into like a real deload phase, or like Amanda here. Amanda is an athlete of mine. She's been on the cusp of making it to the games quite a bit for over the last few years. Running for her, right, builds her overall aerobic capacity. She also tolerates running really well, right? Rose does too. Jen does not. So I can't have Jen run all year. I can have Rose run all year. If I could convince her, I can't convince her to run all year. So it's a battle, right? So it's like with your athletes, you go back and forth trying to figure out what they're going to do. Oh, yeah, we'll pause real quick, guys. So the stream is on Pit Teen Throwdown. Okay. So if you go to YouTube, go to Pits, PIT, Pits Teen. Not that. Let me make sure that works. Yeah. So Pits Teen Throwdown. And they should be live. Is it Pit Media? No.
That's it. That is the right.
Oh, it
That's the
is?
right account. Yes.
But
So
it's
you
not
would
live?
click that account.
Oh, it is live. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Pit Media, but I mean,
All right. So we're just going to pin it. I'm going to copy. I'm going to pin it in StreamYard.
it was also supposed to be simultaneously running on the Legends page as well. Do you want to look there and see?
It's not. Someone showed it to me earlier.
Okay.
Oh, you did. Is it not there?
It wasn't scheduled there, but I thought that it was
Okay, let's
supposed to
see.
also be
Let's see if it's in
simultaneously
Legends.
running. I think that channel is easier to find.
Yeah, for sure. No, not running.
Yeah.
It would be the first thing.
Okay.
So not running. Just go to Pit Team Throwdown. It's linked.
Pinned.
It's
Yep.
pinned. So it should be there. Maybe we can get them to do it somewhere. God, we should run it on WODprep's channel. Okay. So anyway, so I just wanted to answer that question for you guys. So that's where the live stream is going. It's not going to stream all day, every day. You are going to get to see the lifts, especially for the younger age groups. Leto, congratulations, dude. What a great run.
Yeah.
Go get off YouTube and go take a nap. What are you doing? You don't go till like 5 o'clock. Go sleep.
I just hope you were snapping a lot.
Yeah, stay off your feet. But congrats on your run. That was amazing. So to come back to it, right? If you're not making it all the way, then you'll run in the off season a lot. I think it's great base building. I truly believe running is the foundational aerobic capacity builder, right? Machines can really bias strength and power and size, right? And so a big athlete is not going to get the same response as a smaller athlete, right? Now, smaller athletes on the machines, it's really good. Like if I have a really good runner, they might go into a bike and row phase in the off season,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, because it's more appropriate for what their needs
it's more appropriate for their needs, right? So, but I do like to run a lot with a lot of my athletes. I think it's really important as long as they can tolerate it,
Right.
Achilles, knees, etc.,
Yes.
and volume. And I think running should be a base of pretty much all the programs, right? If you know you're going to make it to like a higher level, like if you are really like you're trying to make it from semifinals, like master semifinals to the games, you know you can probably unbias it a little bit and prioritize something else that maybe you're struggling with, right? Time is really important too, right? So like with Rose, we spend a lot of time on muscle ups, even though it might be 5% of an entire season, right? Maybe even less than that. If you look at the total movements, she's done over 20 separate movements so far. She's going to have muscle ups now. And we spend a lot of time with them. We lose them for 6 months and then they come back, etc. And
what age division is Rose in again?
55 to 59.
55
and so
59.
They have them this year, right? We literally didn't have muscle ups 3 weeks ago. Like she couldn't get one. She hadn't had one for like 9 months. Now she has them. We do this thing and we just like kind of go through it all the time. But we spend a lot of time with it because she feels like we need to, and it's a collaboration. But you know, it doesn't need to be this overwhelming thing, right? Like, so athletes listening, if you're thinking of trying to prioritize training, etc., always remember that there's still a lot of training. Like you shouldn't be spending too much time on one thing for too long, right? Yeah. Especially if it's interfering with all your other stuff. Guys, we are losing a little bit of internet, so I'm hoping that it's okay. For now, it seems good. If we start to seem glitchy, let us know, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, the athletes did great. Both of our athletes did good. Jen McKesh in the 45 to 49. We'll highlight all of our athletes.
Yeah.
Jen McKesh, 45 to 49, 14th, 35. It was like an 8:15 run pace, which is insane for her, right? Our goal was 8. We were trying to do some 4Ks at 8. She was like, I'm not even close. It's going to be terrible. She also lives at like 6,000 foot elevation. And I was like, it's going to feel pretty good here. And then it did. And so it was amazing, right? She did very, very good.
Yeah, I remember her yesterday specifically referencing the running work that you guys do.
And then same with Rose. Rose got 12th. Rose has never been in the top half of a run event. Rose has been at the game since 2021, and she has never been at the top half. And now she's 59 and at the top half of an event.
Oh, wow. And she's at the very top of her age division.
So Rose will be top 3 in the clean and jerk, and Rose will jump up. And so she will do very well moving forward. This will, without a doubt, be her worst event, even the muscle up. And so super excited for her to manage that. Cool.
Well, I just think it's also what you're saying about, you like working on her muscle ups and bringing them in, and then just a theme with all of these athletes too. I think it's just something that a takeaway for everyone at home, for everyone listening, is like, yeah, if you focus on and work on something at a broad range of ages, like you can develop a skill, you can
100%.
redevelop a skill,
Yeah.
you can get better at whatever the thing that you want to focus on is. And obviously you guys collaborate with them on making sure that they're getting the right dosage and all of that stuff. But anyway, it's inspiring. That's the name of the game for me.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that was a compliment.
Yeah, sure.
I think so.
Whatever.
Sure. All right. Janelle Connors, also an athlete, not my athlete. Melissa, one of our other coaches, 7th. She's a fantastic runner, obviously. Her first CrossFit games, and we're super stoked for her. Check out the WODprep page. You'll see an interview from her. A lot of tears and a lot of emotion. And she's so excited to be here.
Those interviews.
So excited to be here. Yeah, it was cool.
I felt spoiled to get to ask them those questions.
Yep. And then our last athlete, well, we have a 5th, and we'll tell you about the 5th, but our 4th athlete, Lynn Watt, coached by Lando. She finished 12th. She is a good runner. But we prioritize, same like we talked about, we prioritize a lot of strength and power with her, and a lot of high skill gymnastics. Haven't been running as much. So it showed a little bit, but she'll do really well in a lot of the other events. So she'll make up some ground. Last is a 70 to 70 plus female, Michelle Kochi. I think that's how you say her name. She unfortunately had to pull out last minute. She had some bicep strain from doing some of the axle bar stuff. Tried it, and she tore her bicep, or pulled it. Tore and pull are the same thing, but just to make so it understands, she pulled it. She pulled it pretty good. They've been working through rehab. It was feeling really good, and she got here, and they did one toes to bar, and unfortunately, her bicep ruptured. So she's had to pull out. It was really unfortunate, but she'll be on the mend soon. But it does stink. But those things happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. She's in good spirits, though. Maybe we'll get her on the podcast because she's not competing.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool. I like it.
I think so. Well, I think it's also just fun to I haven't had the opportunity to meet her yet, but we did get to talk to some different athletes yesterday and 70 plus and so on. And it's just amazing to me because I'm like, you couldn't convince me on the street you're over 50 years old and you're telling me you're in the 70 plus division.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
For sure.
Know?
Yeah.
So cool.
I try to make Rose laugh before we go on every heat because she's super nervous. And so I was like, good luck. And I gave her a hug. And we were walking up to the group and I thought it was the 60 to 64. And she goes, no, it's 55, 59. And I walked up, I whispered, I was like, that's just because you look younger than all these girls here. It's fine. And so I just made her chuckle. And because she looks great. She doesn't look 59 ever by any means. And so, it was funny.
I thought it was also cool. This is, I wasn't planning to talk, you guys will see it in the interviews, but I thought that one of the things that was really cool is with the athletes of theirs that I did interview, I didn't ask them anything about this specifically. And each one of them made reference to the availability of their coach. This is athletes that work with WODprep in a one-on-one capacity. And every single one of them, just through talking about their experiences, their achievements, things that they've,
I'm getting her on. Hey, Leto. Hey, come on. You're up. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Slide over.
Yep.
That's on. If you want to put that one on. Come on. Come sit.
Hey, congratulations on your
Perfect. Good. Perfect. Pull that all the way to your mouth. There. Cool.
Hi.
Hello. Give us a second. Can you talk, Claire? Nope, you're not on.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on. There.
How about now?
Yep, there we go. Awesome. Sick. What's up, dude?
Good.
Dude, so stoked to see you. How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, not too bad.
Awesome. Who are you?
I'm Leto Kalojani. I am Greek, but I live in the UK.
Awesome.
I train at CrossFit Death of Glory, and I'm competing at 35, 39 women.
Hell yeah, you are. I love it. How was the run?
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's the best paced run I've ever done.
Yeah, you crushed it.
The first 3.5K there felt easy, I guess, comfortable. And then I sped up on the way back. Yeah. And I overtook 3 people in the last kilometer.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. That's what I was trying to tell Rose and Jen. I was like, don't worry about your pace. You just, it's an intra workout run, right? Like, because it's not a qualifier or anything, like you're just racing the 20, 30 people next to you. So get your pace, get comfortable, and just like chip away, chip away, chip away, chip away. That's
and
awesome.
It was good they set us off all together, so you could actually see the people around you who you could overtake and who you just.
Did you guys catch anyone in the heat in front of you?
Some 40, I think it was the 40 to 44 before us. Yeah,
sure. You guys were cooking. What'd you run?
And we were caught up by the kids behind us.
Oh yeah, those kids, dude. There were some 16-year-old girls coming in, and I was like, did they run? Like, what happened? Like, they were sprinting.
Yeah. And I think everyone went off a little too fast. I think my first kilometer was like 4:10.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And I slowed down after that. But
cool.
But you could hear people like breathing really hard around you, and you're thinking, you should not be breathing so hard on the first mile. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, it was good. The weather was great. Really
fantastic.
It was fantastic running weather.
Are you at any elevation where you are in the UK?
No, flat by the sea anyway.
Okay, cool.
It was about the same temperatures we have in the UK at the moment. So
no humidity either this morning. It was nice.
It was nice breeze. It was cloudy. Couldn't bath for better.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you liking the States? Have you come to the States before?
Never.
What?
Yeah,
shit!
Welcome.
I love it.
We'll have some recommendations for you.
Yeah. Good. No, we went to New York for a few days. Very busy, very crowded.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but
very London-like. I assume you've been to London. Very similar, right?
Yeah. Like busy and just loud, you know. Right. A lot friendlier here. Like everyone we saw on the streets, like saying hi
and
you
Columbus.
guys can be. In Columbus. Yeah, really nice. Like very welcoming and it was good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been to a supermarket that was different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Elaborate. Big fan of it. What did you? I mean, I'm a big fan of grocery shopping.
Yeah.
They don't have like
it's an experience.
It's so my Icelandic athlete lived with me for 2 months or a month, and her and her boyfriend, like, that's what they would do when they were bored. They would just go to Target and just walk around. Tell me about it. Why is that so?
What are the differences?
Well, it's good and bad, right? So I found you guys have a lot more like fresh produce, I guess, because the climate's different. So you could go around, you see lots of like fresh fruit and vegetables, a lot of variety.
Yes.
Lots of different like, cold cuts and cheeses and things. But a lot more like also like packaged food and things. Like, for example, I was looking for like just plain tomato sauce, just tomatoes, like chopped tomatoes, and I couldn't find any. They didn't have like added things in it. So yeah, like good and bad, I think.
Yes. Yeah. It's it can be an overwhelming experience, but I love that. I would love to just go play indefinitely.
Yeah,
and also, yes, if you're looking for something without a million ingredients.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah.
Can be a dumpster fire.
What I found really hard, because in the UK I always look at the calories or in whatever protein per 100 grams, right. And there was nowhere, it was all per portion or
right. It's
rather
different.
Than just tell me how much
for
is per 100.
The whole package,
or
per 100 grams.
Per portion or part of the package. So
I
found it hard to compare things.
Kcal.
Yep.
It's different.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I found it hard to compare things. I guess. Yeah.
Sure. How's the food in general? Did you miss it? I totally missed that. You feel like it's fresh? Is it different?
No. We stuff like
you're making all of your own food.
Yeah, made food here, like pasta and safe things. Yeah.
Sure.
I haven't tried anything spicy just yet.
Yeah, not yet.
For the weekend.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Just sticking to safe things. Yeah.
Sweet. And how was check-in? How was like all the stuff? Give me like your experience as an athlete so far.
Really good. Yeah. We didn't really have any issues. We had like a little interview where they asked us what your superpower.
What's your superpower?
What a superpower you would need to dominate in the space and things like that. Who's your hero in CrossFit, or who should be the mascot? And like, well, Pukey, right? We already have one.
Yeah,
that's right.
You don't need a new one.
That's right. We don't need a new one. Hell yes.
Yeah, so it was very good. Like the stuff we got, it was like very nice fits, and I was very like a little hesitant, I guess, with shorts, and I wore them and the run didn't have. Yeah, you're like, you don't want to wear anything new that you don't know what the fit's going to be if it rides up. Or it was all.
Are they requiring you guys to wear the unis on the floor?
Yeah, at least the tops, right, with your names. But I think for shorts they are a little more lenient. If you don't like the fit or you don't feel comfortable, but it all fits great. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's my first time, so really I'm just happy with whatever they're giving us.
Yeah, sure. How long have you been doing CrossFit?
About 8 to 9 years. Yeah, 2017, whatever that is. I started when I was living in Italy, and we moved to the UK about 5 years ago and continued. Like training and coaching a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite question that has been a very common and frequent one on the social media pages is just simple. Why do you do CrossFit?
That's a good one, because often people ask you like, why do you do it, or what is your motivation? And you're like, I think after you've done it for a few years, you just don't have a why necessarily. I guess it's just what you do is part of who you are. So you it's like brushing your teeth in the morning,
So
I
was
guess,
just about
right?
to say, use that analogy. That's what I tell everyone. They're like, how
Yeah.
do you eat or how do you do? I'm like, I don't know. It's just like you brush your teeth every day because you know
I
it's
don't
what
really
you have
think
to
about
do,
it.
right?
Yeah. So, and I guess in the long term, you just want to live a long, healthy life, like be independent for as long as you are, not be like kind of bedridden in your old age. I think that's everyone's goal after a while.
Yes.
Just keep being healthy and autonomous, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, and to me, it's the most entertaining method of which to be very entertained and empowered simultaneously for life, right?
For sure.
Good luck getting bored
Yeah.
in this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as soon as you master something, they'll just throw something else at you.
Right.
Oh, you can handstand walk it out. Great, go backwards, you
Right,
know?
go backwards.
Right.
Or start pirouetting,
Or you
you know
can
what
squat.
I mean?
Let's do a weighted pistol.
Exactly.
Which, speaking of,
Well,
CJ
I'm not
loves
gonna
those so
complain.
much.
Yeah.
So how do you like the idea of a pistol?
So you know, I can't complain about something I'm good at.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I was able to pistol very early on when I started CrossFit. So then when you add the weight, it makes it a little slower, but kind of helps with balance, I guess, as well. So I'm not going to complain about that.
Overall, the programming for the course of the weekend, I mean, I know we've seen you in the chats and so on, but how do you feel overall with what you see that's on the menu for you to do?
Well, there's a lot of variety, right? Lots of different movements they put in. I guess I did very well at the run, and I'm generally better at longer events. So in that sense, it's not great for me that most of the events are a bit short, right?
Sure.
And I would have liked maybe a little more gymnastics, a little more hanging gymnastics like chest to bars or bar muscle ups and things like that. But I think overall it's a good balance of things, right? And you know, every year is going to be a bit different, so they could have something more, you know, pulling gymnastics next year compared to this year. So, you know, but happy with the variety of movements for sure, and happy there was at least a longer run outdoors. I can shine in.
Well, you said that you like the longer events, and that makes me then curious because the sled workout that's coming up, that's a 3-minute workout. How do you feel about that one? It's a shorter time domain, but it's supposed to be light.
Yeah. I heard it's like I'm not very good at deadlift, so I'm hoping I can keep those unbroken and keep moving the sled. But I think obviously the bigger, more powerful people are going to be very good at the same as a clean and jerk. I would be curious to see if the person who wins or comes top 5 anyway in the clean and jerk also does very well at that 3-minute event. Just kind of strong and powerful, right? Just mass moves mass in the end.
I'd say yes, but I think power endurance is still different than top end strength.
Yes.
Right, in our sport. And so like a grindy athlete, like someone who just can really suffer through pain pretty well is going to still
3 minutes.
It's only 3 minutes and it's light, right? Like it's, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like 10 pounds or 15 pounds loaded for you guys.
I heard you just said just the most weight is like a blue plate, isn't it?
For the guys.
For the guys.
So
very
it's going to be
pretty
much, I think, empty for
like
all the other age groups.
And just try to hold on, really.
Yeah, just hang on to the dead.
Yeah. Just kind of close your eyes and you know, endure the pain.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
So for this calendar, I mean, I could just ask you so many questions, but for this training season, what is some of the stuff that you feel like you've had to overcome? And it doesn't even necessarily have to be in the gym, but in general, right? Like, what are some of the hurdles that you've been working?
Well, it's two things. The in the gym ones is ring muscle ups, because I've been working very hard at getting better at them and just managing consistent sets of like 3 to 5 to 6 reps without having to stare at the rings for too long. And the second is kind of gym related as well. It gets really cold in the UK and there's no heating in most of the gyms. So it's really hard to sometimes just train when you can't feel your hands, or you can't feel your feet. And just keep going when it gets really cold and it's like early mornings. You get in and it's dark, and you leave at 7 or 8 a.m. and it's still dark. So just getting through the winter, I think, was quite tough. Yeah, but I think that's everyone who lives there. So I'm not unique in that.
I was talking to Jake, the guy that runs the base show, and he made that comment about like why there isn't training camps, and I felt more of just because it's an American sport primarily, but he brought up that it's just kind of miserable to train consistently there, often because it's cold a lot and it's dark a lot, and that like messes with hormones and
you're
just
tired
like
a lot,
just like general like dopamine and oxytocin of like gloominess and overcast all the time. He lives in whatever it was, the Isle
Isle
of Man.
yeah.
And so he brought that up, and I thought that was just an interesting take. And now that you said it, I was like, oh, I guess it is a bigger factor than I would anticipate.
Yeah. And it rains a lot over where he
Right.
is as well.
Yeah.
Like we're on the East Coast, it's a little drier, but also quite cold because it's quite far north. But yeah, the darkness is something you don't anticipate, but you get there, literally, I sometimes coach the 6 a.m. classes, and obviously 6 to 7 people come in the dark and they leave in the dark.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't train at 6 a.m., but then you see people who do. I'm like, well, maybe I don't have it that bad, you know? It's just I'm just here
sure.
kind of all wrapped up.
Yeah.
In...
Is that your job, like coaching?
No, I teach English as a foreign language,
Cool.
which as a part-time job, and I also coach some hours.
So to what primary language?
Kids mostly, anywhere from the age of 6 to usually teenagers, like 17 or 18.
What's their primary language?
Italian.
Italian? Okay.
Yeah, because I lived in Italy for quite a few years.
Okay, so how many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak Greek, Italian. I can understand Spanish very well, but I don't
Yeah.
speak it very well because I've just got rusty.
Sure.
Yeah, English, obviously.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So everyone's always way smarter than Americans all the time.
Well, no one
Languages,
speaks Greek.
we're
No one
embarrassing.
speaks Greek other than Greeks. You have to like learn something else, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
So not necessarily for you, but I'm in the UK. Are you saying that for a lot of individuals, that training is almost seasonal for people? Like there are it's a normal thing to train seasonally as opposed to not all throughout?
I think people just have this mentality of just getting on with it, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough, but that's especially in the north, I feel like there is this kind of like, we're just kind of tough people, you know?
Right.
And just continue training through they don't even expect their gym to be heated. Like
Right.
It's cold today. Oh, well, it's just another day, isn't it? It's cold and wet.
Like an iron sharpen iron kind of thing. Yeah, sure.
And just, breeds tough people kind of mentality, which is cool. It's the same for Scotland, even worse. They have it even worse than we do.
Right.
Even further north, even wetter, even colder. So,
sure.
Yeah.
So what's your expectation on the clean and jerk? What are you going to hit?
I would like to hit 95 kilos, which is about 200 and something pounds, I think.
208.
I did all my weight, all my conversions. Yeah.
Did you do your colors?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're slightly different to kilograms, but I mean they're
pretty close.
The same. Yeah, I've got a 93 kilo PB, so I would love to hit 95.
Hell yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll see.
Good stuff.
Yeah, get some adrenaline. Maybe.
Yeah. What time's your heat?
I'm at 4:37.
You're gonna go back to your room, right?
I just came from the room, actually. We just went back there, had showers. It was really nice. Go back to sleep now.
It's way too long.
Coach CJ would like for you to take a nap and eat more food and stop
I need you to go watch YouTube in bed.
Yeah.
I'll walk around here. Get off your feet.
She just goes right back to the chat.
Yeah. She's
We're
like,
only
fine.
10 minutes away.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
good
Cool.
deal.
Well, hey, thanks. Thanks
you
so much for
guys.
popping
I
in.
appreciate it.
That was awesome.
Completely unrelated to CrossFit. I love your hair.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
You
for sure.
too,
You definitely have
man.
best hair in the game. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I love it. Well, thanks,
Cool.
thanks, Leto.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thanks
guys.
for getting
Cool.
roped in. Way
Thank
to
you.
just
Yeah, to make it happen.
I
Cool.
love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Have a good one. You
Thank
take
you.
off.
Yeah.
Great. Sweet.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Leto.
All right, we're still on. Here you go. Sweet. That was sick. Let's switch. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Do it. There we go. Better. All right. Hello, Governor.
You want to shift this way a little bit?
Sure. That works. That was awesome.
That was so
And we have
cool.
100
She's
people
so
watching.
cool.
Oh, Leto's the best.
Had you met her in person before?
Nope. Yesterday was first time. I feel like I have. We've chatted a lot through
Through the chat.
Instagram. My fly's undone. That's not true. I'm not. I have workout shorts on.
Are you good?
Yeah, I looked though. It's fine.
Russell?
You just hope it. You just wish it was undone. All right.
You want to talk about
Cool.
the clean and jerk at all? There's an unrelated to this thing that we could
Oh
talk
yeah.
about,
Well,
but
no, I want to talk. I thought CJ was. I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'10". I'm tiny. Yeah, let's talk about the clean and jerk. So clean and jerk this afternoon. It will be televised. I
hang
think
on,
it's
you got a
now.
question. Sorry, Bruno is asking where can you see the run? It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
live
yeah.
streamed. You're not
Yeah,
gonna...
so they're not going to live stream. really a lot of everything. You're going to get like one main. They tried to explain it yesterday.
I can go on it.
Yeah, if you understood it better, I started quiet. I didn't understand.
Yeah,
I just know it wasn't going to be everything.
Yeah.
It was going to be something. So I'll let you go.
Well, and this is me paraphrasing what I understood from what they were saying. And by the way, if you want to go back and actually watch what Bob and Joe were saying about the live stream yesterday on our show last night, you can go back and look at that. And they were just talking about they're going to make some shifts because historically the live stream for the Masters has not been, or the age groups has not been wildly successful. And so they want to try some different stuff. And so are we good?
No, you're good. You're good.
The changes this year, they will be live streaming the final event of each day. So today there's 2 events. It's the second event. It's the clean and jerk. It's going on now.
Okay.
And then they're not even going to be live streaming all of the divisions was my understanding.
Right.
But most of them will be. And so there will be a pre-show. There will be there'll be live commentary, of course. And so anyway, that's just what they're trying this year. So for the live stream, you will not be able to watch every single event, but the production on the events that is available and the packaging, the idea is to keep it in a more narrow time frame. So anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Bruno, you look like this picture far away, you look like the guy from Disturbed. That's lead singer.
Great.
Anyways.
Yep. I live under a rock.
Anyways. What? All right. No, don't say sorry. All right. So clean and jerk is this afternoon.
Yes.
Tonight in a couple hours for our athletes. Yep. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to lift, minute 15 rest to change weights. You get 4 attempts. Biggest lift wins. Super excited for that event. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of the design of it. I think it's a little, I don't know. Everyone's going to lift at the same time. It's not my favorite, but we're still going to get 4 lifts in. We're going to see some big numbers for sure. I think it's going to, I think having 2 monostructural modalities to start off the weekend I think it's a good thing, right? Like if we look at like one of the best programmed games ever, 2018, the whole weekend started with 4 monostructural events, right? So I think it is. I think it's fine. I think it sets the weekend off well, and then we can get into some CrossFit. There's a lot of good balance. The aerobic people are going to do well this morning. The strong people are going to do well this afternoon. The leaderboard is going to be narrow, and then it's going to roll into, and it's going to that. So Ed, so how would I run 38 heats? This is great. I'm not saying that it needs to be done in a small window. I just don't think that like having the window of everyone lift at the same time is there. I think I would have just done 6 minutes and let them go. Like a traditional like weekend competition. That way that the camera can go on someone, they can go on another person. The problem is the camera's going to miss literally everyone except the leader every single time.
Well, we haven't actually seen yet what that setup is.
I mean, unless they're moving multiple screens, unless they have multiple cameras running and the multiple screens on, and I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they referenced the difference in like what the scoring on screen was going to look like, and the fact that there was live scoring, which is so cool.
Right,
but
that is super cool. I haven't even pulled it up. Should we pull it up and look? No, I don't. The computer will for sure. We won't be able to manage that. Is it a quad box, really? CrossFit? No. Well, it's maybe scroll back. Oh, maybe I shut my mouth. Oh.
But this is floor 3, which that would be.
That's that floor.
Yep.
I mean, that's where there's only one floor running today.
Yep.
But if you pull it up, it'll cost me 20 grand. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have to pay 20 grand for internet, but we did learn the internet we did pay for is still shit. So
are we on the hotspot right now?
No, we're not. We're on it and it's going good, but we are on thin ice for sure. Excited. Both my athletes, Jen and Rose, are going to do very well in this event. When they finish top half, they're going to be hopefully top 5 in this for each of them and be at the top end of the leaderboard at the end of day 1.
Go.
It'll be good. Super stoked.
How long have you been working with them?
Oh man, I've been working with Rose since 2018 summer. I got her ready for the 18 games. She was training under the Comp Train banner, and I worked with her as basically how I got into one-on-one coaching, which is like I was a PT and I would rework their current training plan to fit their pathology needs and training requirements, based on how their injury was presenting. Mm-hmm. And then she ran Comp Train for probably like another 6 to 9 6 to 9 months. And then sort of like came fully into my training design. And then Jen, I started working with almost 3 years ago now off of a shoulder surgery. And she's, from like we started working when she was in a sling in October of 22.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time on your
I held her out of the 23 open to every huge fight. She didn't know me worth anything. And that was day one. I was like, you're not doing the open. And this was like October. And she was like, what? No, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, it's not. I was like, I'm not going to work with you if we're going to try and get to that point. And she believed in me, and it worked. And we got her to the games twice.
Was she referred to you?
I don't know. She was a WODprep follower in some capacity, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think she just found it online, like through our offerings and stuff. So.
Yep. Yeah, the thing that I was starting to reference before we saw Leto, which that was freaking awesome, was just that each individual athlete of y'all's that I interviewed yesterday made reference to the availability of their coach. And I feel like it's like a plug for it, which is unintentional, but also very worth noting, just because as someone who's been in and around the online coaching space for years now, like that's not something that you hear as the singing praise. And it's just every single one of them. I never asked them like, hey, is your coach available to you or anything like that? And they were just in answering other questions. We're just like, man, every time they're always so available. I just thought that's a really cool thing. You want that out of that coach athlete relationship. Being able to have your coach available to you, even remotely, is a pretty important detail. And you guys seem to be nailing it. So that was cool.
I mean, obviously I think it's important. I also don't have a problem saying that everyone says that's what they do. And most coaching programs don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. They just prioritize their best athletes, and then they just work with them a lot. And then they sort of just, piece together their other athletes program. And that might be like a sweeping statement, but I'll hold pretty true to that. People, I think, fib and lie about what they're offering, and then people get less. And because their coach is famous, they're like, oh, it's great. And I'm like, oh, this probably could be a lot better. But anyways.
Yeah. Okay, unrelated to that, one other thing that we did touch on yesterday, but is super cool. I mean, so you've got WODprep is running the spectator floor today, and so you've got this altering back and forth here of skill sessions led by Ben, and then workouts led by the team, Ben, Nelson, the coaches. And so that's being run all day on the spectator floor. But one of the things that they said was like they originally had the spectator floor out. What are you?
I'm just laughing at the chat.
Oh, what are they?
Nothing. It's fine. We won't pull it up.
Okay. I just think it's really cool that they put the spectator floor right. It's directly in between. So there's two main floors for the competition going on for different divisions. And smack in the middle is where the spectator floor, where they get to do their workouts and stuff like that, is taking place, which is just a really neat way to integrate that instead of kind of sticking it off in the corner. Yeah,
they changed that last minute, and it's great. It's literally like it's dead in the middle between two floors, and it's cool. It looks really good. I don't know how effective Ben can be at projecting between lots of speakers, but there's only one floor going today, so it'll work out really well. But we'll be running this like through 7:30 tonight. Yeah. It's gonna be so late. It's gonna be such a long day.
Yeah, he's doing I know skill work, he's doing double unders, he's doing bar muscle up, and he's actually still taking requests for the final session.
Whoops, there we go. It's just a troll. I love it. I love all of you guys. Hey chat, what do you want to know? Does anyone have any questions?
A post of your schedule, your athlete schedule around?
I actually do
You've
have
got a board right there with the
there is. I will maybe I'll just go to my Instagram. Should I put it on my Instagram?
Say what?
I have that picture. Where'd it go? I made a schedule.
Yeah,
I'll put it on my story, guys. If you're looking for my athletes, just head to my story, and then I'll post it in there. All of our athletes each day. I'll do that in the morning.
On the Movement Doctor, not
on the Movement Doctor. We probably should do it on WODprep. I'll get it somewhere. It'll be on WODprep and the Movement Doctor. On the stories.
And I mean, chat. Hey, since we're here live, like I mean, we're gonna be here all weekend. If there's anything in particular that you want us to focus on or talk to somebody about or whatever, always curious.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna try and get Boz is meandering around here somewhere. We'll try and get him on. Congrats, Janelle. Hey, great run this morning. Good job. Great work. That was good. So we'll try and get some more people on. Maybe we'll convince Ben to get on here at some point. Oh, Ben has a box. He's coming back. He got toys. Anyways.
Could be too sure.
All right. You're welcome. Hey, Ben. Ben. You want to get on the podcast? You want to chat? Okay, never mind. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jake. No one could hear it. All right. Cool, guys. I think that's good. An hour. That's solid. Yeah. I got to start getting ready for some athletes. I think the live stream starts at 2. There's just a fixed camera on the floor right now, and then the live stream will start, I think, at 2 o'clock. So an hour and 30 minutes, which is basically when like the younger heats start to go. No, you can't buy the jerseys. This is just for the team. Sorry.
There is apparel, but not
we do have apparel. Yeah, but not these jerseys.
So for the code for the apparel.
Also, CJ's here. Claire is a pro. Claire has an E in it. Get it right. Claire is a pro. That's why I brought her on. She thinks it was just because like we have good conversation. No. There was no altruisticness in me bringing Claire on.
It's so funny. It's definitely an entirely like I've never done anything like this, right? I mean, anyway, it's a new role, so attempting to figure out where you fit in has been
sure.
It's a journey so far, but it's a journey I'm enjoying. Like we love this thing, and
yeah, it's cool.
And even I mean, from yesterday, favorite thing to get to do was just hold those conversations, and your client Janelle that you just said hi to, like bringing those tears out of those eyes was, I mean, I don't know. The biggest takeaway I got from talking to them yesterday was just like, don't put a cap on yourself, and the power of having the people in their lives that encourage and push them. And like, they brought those people into their lives largely, or they do the work to keep them there. Right. But having a good support system, and then also just pushing at ages where they're just like, oh yeah, I'm better than I was 2 decades ago, and I came from this thing, and here I am doing, I thought barbells were so dumb, and now
100%.
They're my favorite. And anyway, I don't know. I just feel very fortunate to get to talk to people who behave like that.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool for sure. We'll be on probably after the second event. So 3 hours or so, we'll probably come on and do a show. It's like a recap of the day, maybe like while the fun. Did you really almost walk in front of the camera? Probably like as the final heats are going, maybe we'll even just like live stream it on here and just talk over it.
Oh,
we're not going to get dinged.
Feeling
it's fine.
Dangerous.
So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for being here.
That would be super fun.
We're gonna head out. Great show. I mean, 100 people. This is great. We'll be on. Stay tuned. We'll try and do a show. We'll try and get a recap show every day, hopefully with Bob and Joe, trying to give them our feedback as coaches, ask them what they think. We'll try and get our athletes on. Especially if we see anyone coming by and we're on, and we'll try and get other people on as well.
Yep.
So,
and as mentioned, if there's anything in particular you want us to kind of riff on or anything like that, you can always DM either one of us or just, throw it in the chat, anything like that.
Yeah, for sure. Hit us up in the comments. Great, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Go to Pit Teen Throwdown. Turn on the live stream. Right. It's
still pinned.
Fans. Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Head over to their YouTube channel. It'll be there. Their main feed will start in about an hour and a half. And just watch. Just turn it on. Enjoy watching some amazing old folks and young dudes and girls crush some weights and be athletes. So thanks, guys. We'll see you in a few hours.